The Raccoon City incident is easily the most memorable era of the Resident Evil franchise. This is the catastrophic event that starts so many storylines and impacts the majority of the franchise's most beloved characters.
Trust me!
My name is Swii, and welcome back to the series where I explain everything that happened in the Resident Evil storyline so you know everything before Resident Evil 9 comes out early next year. And this game in particular is especially important. In the Resi 9 trailer, it's revealed we've returned back to Raccoon City, so Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 are probably the most important ones to know beforehand. Now, as I mentioned in the previous video, this is where we start entering remake territory. The original RE2 came out in 1998 with its remake in 2019. Now, there are story differences between the two. Since the whole point of these videos is to tell you the story leading up to Resi 9, I think telling the story of the current remakes is the plan, since that's the story the new game's based on. Though if you want me to come back and make videos on the originals and explain the differences, I'm down. Just let me know if that's something you want. To explain scenarios without getting too confusing, who you pick as scenario A is basically the main character, with the second character in scenario B. Whoever you pick as scenario A is the lead, and they impact the story of scenario B. So like puzzles, characters, bosses, etc. Because they're meant to be happening at roughly the same time, so they impact each other. Now, the order of scenarios and scenarios as a whole was a lot more impactful in the original. Like, the story really changed on who you picked and the effects carried across. Whereas in the remake, it's far less involved with barely any impact, which is a valid complaint from the community towards the remake. In the originals, the agreed on canon storyline was Claire was the main in A with Leon in B. Whereas with the remakes, it's never confirmed which order is canon. The true story is a bit of a mishmash of the two. So people will argue which order is correct, but I mostly see people saying Leon in A and Claire in B. So we're gonna go off of that story, but remember, the true canon is a bit of a mix between the two, and it's really not that big of a deal. But alright, let's get into my personal favorite, Resident Evil 2.
Look, man, I'm serious, okay? I saw this with my own eyes.
Oh, I believe you, buddy. I believe you. Just tell us a story. Tell us a story.
Okay, well, it was last Friday night. I was walking home from the bar, and this woman started coming towards me. She was staggering, you know, so I figured she was drunk.
Whoa. Okay, tell us, be honest now. How many drinks did you have?
No, man, I barely had a buzz on.
Oh, come on.
Look, just listen, all right? She got closer, and I got a good look at her. You got to see her eyes, her nose, her whole face. It looked like it was rotting.
Yeah.
She looked like a corpse. Like a walking corpse, man.
Sounds like my wife.
I've never seen anything like it. I haven't been able to sleep since that night.
All right, calm down, buddy. Calm down. Just, hey, you gotta stay strong, okay? Don't give in to fear out there, right?
Yeah, well, you got that right. If you freeze up around these things, they'll sink their teeth in you. I should attack somebody.
Oh, come on. It's just getting good. I need some sleep. Oh, shit.
So the game opens up with a truck driver hauling oil through the Arklay country. Rain is pouring down outside, obscuring his vision even further through the darkness. Our driver is chewing away on a burger, listening to a radio talk show as a caller retells an odd story. He's looking down, tuning the radio, eyes heavy, distracted. He doesn't see a woman standing in the street before his truck hits her head on. Panicked and terrified, he slams on the brake and runs out to the woman lying on the road. Turning his back, he doesn't see the woman slowly standing up. We then cut to a man the internet is very familiar with. He is dressed in a plain jacket with papers from the Raccoon City Police Department next to him, and he's jamming out to music. He pulls into the gas station to fill up his car and notices how empty it is. He then spots a police car across the lot, doors open, lights on, noticing how strange it is.
No one's around. That's weird.
Suddenly, glass is heard shattering inside. He notices blood on the cement leading towards the inside of the building. As we head inside, all of the lights are off and he notices how this isn't right.
Hello? Anybody there? Something's not right.
We hear what sounds like someone in a struggle in the back of the building. Before we can find who's struggling, we find a separate man sitting on the floor by himself, covered in blood.
You alright?
He's holding his neck, trying to stop the bleeding, and points into a back room.
Don't move. I'll be back for you.
Approaching the struggle, we find an officer trying to restrain someone. Unfortunately, we distracted him, and the man being restrained gets on top of the officer and sinks his teeth into his neck. The attacker slowly looks up towards us, revealing their cloudy eyes and rotting face. With no other choice, we shoot the approaching attacker.
Officer, you need help?
Stay back, sir. I got this.
Freeze! I'll shoot!
Heading to leave the building, the man with the neck injury has locked the door, trapping us inside.
Hey, what are you doing?
We head back towards the bodies to find a key on the wall. Having the key to get out now, we head back out and the attacker gets back up.
No way. This can't be.
He attacks once more and we finally take him down for good. Unlocking the door, we are confronted by another zombie while we see the man with the neck injury rising from the ground. We are surrounded.
What the?
Rushing towards the exit, the door is suddenly barged in by a woman in a red leather jacket.
Don't shoot!
Get down! You alright?
Yeah, I think so. Thanks.
You can thank me later, when we're safe.
Holy shit.
Come on! Get in! Hold on.
What the hell is going on?
I don't know. Hopefully they'll have some answers at the police station.
Wait, you're a cop?
Yeah, Leon Kennedy. You are?
Claire. Claire Redfield.
Live around here?
No. I'm looking for my brother. He's a cop too.
Well, it's a good thing we found each other. I don't know what to expect anymore.
So this is Leon's first introductions to the series, and he has no tie to other characters currently. But if you watched our first Resi 1 video, you might have clocked Claire's last name, Redfield. This is the younger sister of STARS member Chris Redfield from our very first game, and she's come to Raccoon City looking for her older brother. To give a little context on the timeline, you're obviously aware that an outbreak has happened. The initial outbreak within the city happened around September 24th, 1998, and Resi 2 starts around the 29th, so the outbreak started around 5 days ago. So we continue with Claire and Leon discussing if they are the only survivors left within the city before we're stopped by a roadblock.
Attention all citizens. Due to the citywide outbreak, you are advised to take shelter at the Raccoon City Police Station. Free food and medical supplies will be provided to everyone in need.
Oh my god, this is so unreal.
Police station's not much farther. They'll know something.
Yeah, but what if we're the only ones? What if there's no survivors?
No, there's survivors. It's a big city. There has to be.
On the street next to their car, Claire spots something odd. She sees two people eating a corpse on the street. Before they can even get out of the car, they are surrounded by zombies. Claire tells Leon to back up before a sudden light in the distance behind them is rapidly coming into view.
Looks like we're walking from here.
More like running.
Yeah, good call.
Leon, you gotta back up. What the?
Holy shit. There, get out. Get out now! Hold on! Claire! Claire, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm alright. How about you?
Can't stay here, it's not safe.
Go on ahead. I'll meet you at the station.
I'll be there.
We run through the street with flames and zombies everywhere. Thankfully, we find some side streets that lead straight to the station.
Shit. It's everybody. They've all turned. There it is. The station.
We make a mad dash to the station, closing and locking the giant steel doors. Entering the station, we're met with dim lights and an empty hall. Leon calls out if there's anyone else around. The only evidence of life is the numerous bloody footprints littering the ground.
Hello? Is anybody here?
On the reception desk is a laptop with a red RPD logo. Accessing it, we see the security system.
There has to be someone here. Not good.
David, Marvin, you there? I found a way out. It's in here.
I gotta find that guy.
Looking through the cameras on the east hallway, they're all out, so we can no longer see the officer through the system, so we just head that way instead. We approach a shutter door with a big handwritten "Keep Out" sign taped to it. Trying to power the door, it only opens slightly. With no other choice, Leon leans down to crawl under it. Shining his torch into the darkness of the other side, Leon is met with red. Just red. There is so much blood on the floor and splattered up the walls, the intricately designed tiles are nothing more than just red. Deciding to still continue on, we make it through and see a fuse box is missing a piece. That's why the door won't open. So Leon heads down a dark hallway with creaks and groans heard nearby. He encourages himself to continue on.
You got this.
Reaching the end of the hall, there is light here. Unfortunately, it means we can see our surroundings.
Jesus.
Bodies litter the floor, and much like near the previous door, the floors and walls are just painted red with blood.
Open up! Hurry! Open up!
We are interrupted by hearing someone yelling to open the door. Approaching the voice, we are met by another shutter door shaking due to someone banging on it on the other side.
I'll get you out!
Please!
Give me your hand.
Help me!
I got you. Give me your other hand. Jesus Christ.
Unfortunately, the officer is alive for a few more moments before passing away. Next to his body is the notebook he flashed up to the camera earlier. Inside is a hand-drawn picture. It shows a statue labeled the Goddess statue requiring 3 medallions, which lead to an underground passage with a question mark, then leading into a parking lot showing a way out. The next page has 3 more drawings, a statue of a lion, a unicorn, and a maiden. Putting the book away, the zombie on the other side of the door is trying to break in, so we decide to move on. Getting closer to the door, we're jumped by another zombie. This one's wearing a police uniform. Clearly, this place is overrun.
Jesus! They're everywhere!
Making our way back to the main hall, zombies pour in from the windows, the bathroom, wherever they can. We run back, crawling under the same door we entered in.
Come on.
Almost in the clear, Leon is suddenly dragged back by a zombie grabbing his foot. Struggling to shake it, we're suddenly dragged forward by someone being saved.
Watch out!
You're safe. For now.
Thanks.
Marvin Browner.
Leon Kennedy. There was another off strike. I couldn't...
Here. I'm sure you did what you could, Leon.
Does anyone know what started this?
Not a clue. But honestly, all you need to know is that this place will eat you alive if you aren't careful.
Yeah, well, I was supposed to start last week, and I got a call to stay away. I wish I'd come here sooner.
You're here now, Leon. That's all that matters.
Okay, Lieutenant? I'm ready.
Hopefully you'll be able to find a way out of this station. That officer you met earlier, Elliot. He thought this secret passageway might do the trick.
This is good news. We can get you to a hospital.
No, I am not the priority here.
Lieutenant, I'm not just gonna leave you here.
I'm giving you an order, rookie! You save yourself first. I'd come with you, but I'd just slow you down. Now, you'll need this.
I can't take him.
Stop. And don't make my mistake. If you see one of those things, uniform or not, you do not hesitate. You take it out, or you run. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Marvin gives Leon his RPD-issued combat knife and warns Leon not to hesitate like he did, hinting that Marvin was bit by someone he knew. We do find out who did it in Resi 3, by the way. With uniform on, gun and knife ready, we head into the rest of the station.
This is not how I imagined my first day.
At the end of the first hall we walk into, a dead officer is leaning against a wall. We hear on his radio a helicopter is coming into RPD in an unknown amount of minutes.
This is 73 Birdie. For rescue heading east. The river's down at RPD. Minutes, I repeat.
Leon inspects the body and sees a grotesque injury. Tilting his head back, the officer has his entire lower face slashed through.
Oh, the fuck? Huh? What?
So noises behind Leon alert him to turn around and we see a dangling pair of legs. Another officer is hanging above Leon with a steel pipe punctured through him. This shows Leon and us, the player, the horrors awaiting us throughout the station. Now remember these two officers as we see what attacked them later in Resi 3, because Resi 3 is placed 24 hours before Resi 2. Working our way through the station, we find lots of locks, rooms needing specific keys, and codes setting up a number of puzzles. Here, Leon finds a document titled A Series of Events. It reads, September 25th. We are turning the station into a temporary shelter due to the massive sudden outbreak. All police personnel have been instructed to make the safety of the citizens their top priority as we try to accommodate as many of them as possible. September 26th. A mob attacked the station today, resulting in a number of casualties. A few survivors were able to make it safely behind the emergency shutters, but surrounded as we are, it'll be hard for any of us to escape this place. We are not sure we can fix any of our comm equipment, so we remain cut off from the outside world. September 27th, there was another clash on the west side of the station around 1 p.m. 12 people died, and there's only a handful of survivors left. Everything is falling into disarray here. David Ford. So this tells us about the early events, why everything is barricaded off and why there's so many bodies around. Being cut off from the outside world, they weren't able to call for help or warn anyone. Now I know some of you are thinking, why didn't the city or RPD warn people? So remember, this is the 90s. Information doesn't spread as instantly as it does nowadays. I also feel it's important to explain that this whole thing was immediately being covered up by the government and someone high within the police. So RPD being the meeting place, their comms not working, all of this was intentional to stop the spreading of information. So anyone outside of the city only knew that there were riots in the city and that there was some sort of chemical spill and an outbreak of a contagious skin condition. People weren't aware of what was really going on in the city, hence the radio talk show earlier and the host not taking the caller seriously. So Leon was warned not to show up as part of the cover-up since they didn't want more people trying to enter the city. But Leon being Leon, seeing that there were riots happening, he came in to help anyway. For Claire, she was at college and for all we know, she heard about the riots and came in to see her brother. For a little more context, Claire and Chris were orphaned at a young age and they only really have each other. So hearing about the danger, it makes sense that Claire rushed in to find her only remaining family. On top of all that, the infection spreads incredibly fast. We find out later how it was all spread, but for now, it's only important to know that it's highly infectious and spreads quickly. So quickly to the point that people thought it was just people rioting, not people contaminated by a deadly virus. So with RPD the go-to meeting place with a ton of healthy and infected people, it just became one giant pathogen bloodbath. Now, there will be questions about the military since we saw the blockades at the start. There was a military presence, but they were ordered to retreat, deeming the containment a failure. The day they left is the day Claire and Leon entered the city. They missed them by literal hours. There is a little more to the military and the plans, but all that's spoilers, so don't worry, we will get to it. Anyway, back to Leon. So we work our way through some rooms, clearing out some zombies, and we come to the West office. This is a standard officer's room with desks lined next to each other. In here, a banner above the desk spells out, "Welcome, Leon." His co-workers decorated the place for his first day, and it breaks my heart. There is a puzzle here to unlock the desk where you need to learn the names of his co-workers and get their initials to unlock the desk. On the note explaining the puzzle, sprawled between drops of blood, they wrote, "Be glad you're not here, rookie." This part is so sad. They were so excited for his first day, just for it to all turn into this. On one of the previously mentioned co-workers' desks, we find an operations report. It reads, September 28th, 2:30 a.m. It's just down to me and 3 others. No weapons, no ammo, and too many skirmishes have drained us mentally and physically. We're not gonna make it. Officer Phillips once suggested we escape through the sewers. Apparently, there's a secret tunnel under this place left over from its museum days. I brushed off her idea before, but now it's not sounding all that bad. Yeah. There's no proof there's even a tunnel or that the sewers aren't infested with zombies, but I don't want to sit here and die either. It's a long shot, but I'm going to try and find out what I can about that tunnel. Obviously, this is the same way the notebook shows. And now that you know, this place will used to be a museum, which is why it looks so fancy and has little artifacts around and stuff. At this point, if we find one of the easy medallions, we can unlock part of the puzzle, and Marvin comments about how Elliot was right, that there is a hidden area down there. If you don't come back to him now, you never get this dialogue. And I love Marvin, so I always come back to chat with him.
So Elliot was right.
Yeah, but the passage isn't open yet.
So continuing on, we work our way to the 3rd floor.
What in the...
Before turning the corner, we hear glass shattering. Investigating further towards the noise, we end up in the west storage room and see the room is just full of stuff. In this room, also interestingly, what looks like a cell, presumably to lock up the more precious items in storage, though there is C4 placed against the wall. Nearby, we find a note that says, "Damn those corporate assholes. They cut me off. After all I've done for them. But if that's how it's gonna be, so be it. I'm gonna have a little fun of my own as the world goes to shit. I boarded all those filthy pigs up in a steel pen and set some C4. All I gotta do is detonate it and say, sayonara, suckers. But it's no fun if it's over too soon. So maybe I'll give that one raving loon something to really squeal about. Yeah, maybe I'll give him a little toy and tell him, kill the guy next to you and I'll spare the others. I wonder what he'll do. You yell about justice and pride, but how many times did you go against me? Your own superior? Yeah, you're such a good cop. So good you had to die. Man, this is fun. I need some music for this." So not only did the RPD officers have to deal with the zombies, but one of their own superiors toying with their lives. Try to remember this note. We will get into the author later on. So we're missing a detonator for the C4 and move on in an attempt to find it. Here we get a call from Marvin ordering us to head back to him ASAP.
Leon, it's Marvin. I need you back here ASAP.
Are you okay, Marvin?
I've got something to show you. It's important.
Copy that. I'll be right there.
Working our way all the way back, Marvin is clearly declining fast. He brings up the CCTV and shows Leon a familiar woman in a red leather jacket at one of the side gates.
There you are. Come here. Take a look.
Yes! I knew she'd make it.
You know her?
Yeah. Name's Claire. I came into town with her.
You can get to that courtyard. Through the second floor. East side.
I'm on it. Thanks, Lieutenant.
Now, on the east side of the building, we can hear buzzing noises suddenly getting louder. It's a helicopter, and it's very close. Before we can reach the end of the hall, a crash is heard. The helicopter we heard on the radio earlier crashes into the side of the east hall, wedging itself on the second floor. Looking at the pilot, it looks like he's already deceased before we hear Claire call out to Leon behind a locked fence. He rushes down to her, not noticing a fire has started in the helicopter.
Hold on! I'll be right there!
Okay!
Claire! It's so nice to see you.
How are you doing? That helicopter just came out of nowhere.
I'm in one piece.
I'm guessing you don't have a key in one of those fancy pockets?
Unfortunately, no. But how are you doing?
You know, just surviving.
That's good.
Yeah.
Any luck with your brother?
No, not yet.
Claire, don't lose hope. I'm sure we're gonna find him. Damn it. You know what that means?
Yeah. Dinner time.
Claire, I think you should go.
Don't worry about me, Leon. You take care of yourself.
Claire, you need to go. Now!
Okay, let's get through this. Both of us.
Marvin, I've got a situation here. I'm surrounded by zombies. Marvin, do you copy? Marvin!
Rushing back to Marvin, we find him lying on the bench, thankfully still alive, but barely. Working back to the station, we are working our way towards the STARS office when a body in the hall in front of us is suddenly ripped up towards the ceiling by something. In the distance on the ceiling, we see a licker. These things are a plague upon my life and have stopped my heart many times. So lickers are identified by their muscular bodies, lack of skin, and most importantly, their enormous barbed tongues. Lickers also have an enlarged brain that has formed over the eyes, which means these creatures are entirely blind, but are extremely sensitive to sound. They will grab the player with their large tongues and then slash at them with their enormous razor-sharp talons. So lickers are formed by a secondary infected human from an unnamed T-virus strain. It was initially believed to be a wild strain of the Tyrant when first documented by Umbrella researchers. Specifically in Resident Evil Outbreak, we find out the city's water supply was contaminated. This infected tens of thousands of people, making them capable of secondary mutating into lickers. The lickers in Outbreak lacked the enlarged brain, the muscle growth, and the claws, suggesting they may have been in the beginning stage of the infection. But this is only in Outbreak, and Outbreak is considered non-canon. But with Resi 9, we have Alyssa Ashcroft, the mother of our main character, and she's from Outbreak. So we don't really know what's canon with Outbreak anymore and what's not. All you need to know is that lickers are scary as hell. Capcom, I am begging for an Outbreak 1 and 2 remake so we can fix the story so it's not all contradictory and we know what's canon. It's confusing. Anyway. So noticing the licker is blind and only reacts to sound, we can choose to ignore it. Or just kill it. I recommend killing it. It deserves it. With more exploring around, we finally find the detonator and head back up to the west storage cell room. We explode the C4 and hear a familiar liquor hiss. In the cell, we find the maiden statue, put in the combo, get the medallion, and slowly walk our way out, right into the loving arms of more lickers. Fun fact here, if you're struggling for ammo or health, after the explosion, if you don't enter the cell right away, you can pull the now knocked over bookshelf away from the door, then enter the cell. Then you get the medallion and you can just run into the library. The lickers and the zombie will stay in that upper room and you can deal with it later. I did this my first time accidentally because I didn't like the idea of being trapped in a room with a licker, which I feel is understandable. So running around the rest of the station we can currently access, we get all of our medallions and open the secret passageway.
So it goes underground. Huh. That's it. That's our way out.
Lieutenant Branagh! Marvin!
It's time to go. Hey, Marvin. We need to get you to a hospital right now.
No, save yourself.
Come on, I've got you.
Go!
Look, we can still make it out of here together. Just can...
It's too late. I tried, Leon. But I couldn't stop it. We can't let this thing spread. It's on you now. Just go.
I understand. I won't let you down, Marvin.
So we're forced to leave Marvin behind and continue on. Marvin, the actual goat. I love him so much. So we find a little office here, take some items, and continue down an elevator. We are now fully under the station in what looks like an area under construction. We find an open door with steel walkways and walk forward when we hear some strange noises.
What the...
The room opens up into an industrial machinery looking space and the way ahead is blocked by more fallen furniture. Pushing it upright and stepping forward, we're suddenly stopped by a giant mutant creature. This is the G Stage 1. Now at this point in these videos, I usually explain the enemy, but this time it's a big spoiler. I'm sure some of you already know or have already figured it out, but for those who don't, we will let the big reveal happen when it does later on in the game. The only important thing to know here is this thing has a giant eyeball on its shoulder and it's wielding a pipe, Silent Hill style. Leon somehow with his spine of steel gets up and the fight begins.
Won't work on this thing.
We hear the pipe grinding on the floor as we can hear this thing talk. It says, "Go away." Go away. If you extend this fight as long as possible, it says a lot of things like, "It hurts," "Umbrella," "Help me," "Too much," "Do it," "Kill me," and "Sherry." Whatever this thing is, it's suffering. This fight is pretty easy. You can just loop around the central pillar and lay shots into its enlarged eye. After a few loops and a good few shots into the eye, the creature starts mutating more and heads to the railing beam.
Somebody's watching me.
Some people think that it heads to the beam to steady itself and accidentally went over. I personally like to think that it heads to the beam to intentionally throw itself off to end the suffering, which I think the voice lines support this theory, but again, we'll get more into that later on. So with the creature gone now, a ladder is kicked down so we can get back up. But by who? We loot this area and head on up. Finding another ladder, we can climb up and open a hatch. Just like the drawing in the notebook said, we are now in the parking garage. Heading to the door mechanism, we see we need a key card as a shadow looms towards Leon in the dark.
Damn. Need a key card.
Ah, those familiar growls.
You gotta be kidding me.
Get off of me!
Hey,
Who is that?
stay sharp. Lower it. FBI.
Sorry. Thank you. For your help.
Surprised you made it this far.
FBI, huh? What's going on here?
Sorry, that information's classified.
Where are you going?
Do yourself a favor. Stop asking questions and get the hell out of here.
If you live on the internet to some varying degree, you know who this is. For those who don't, this is Ada Wong. I won't discuss her too much yet in case there are people who don't know about her, but we'll be seeing much more of her as we continue in the series as a whole. I have a little Ada figurine coming in December to match my little Leon, and I'm very excited.
Hey! I'm not done talking to you!
So Ada walks through a door and we follow suit. Here we enter the jail cell section. Walking down the hall, we see all of the cells are full of infected or bodies. We can assume the RPD officers locked in the rioters down here, not knowing of the infection. So as we head further down, we find one lone cell with someone alive in it.
Hello?
Hey,
I don't believe it. A real human. Hello, human.
you been here long?
Long enough. Are we the last ones alive?
No, there's a few of us.
Huh. That's good news, I guess.
Yeah.
That's of course Iron sent you.
Irons. You mean Chief Irons? Is he still around?
Who cares? Hopefully he's somebody's dinner by now.
What do you mean by that?
He's the bastard that locked me in here.
I'm sure he had a good reason.
He did. I was about to blow the whistle on his dirty ass. I'd have done the same thing to him, I guess. Hey, I'll make you a deal. Unlock this cell and I'll give you this. There's no other way out of that parking garage, believe me.
Sorry, I can't do that. I have to talk to the chief first.
Look, we're both prisoners in this station. So either we play nice and help each other out, or... Shit. It's coming.
What? What's coming?
Come on, don't be an asshole. Hey, you need this. Just get me the fuck out of here.
Oh my god. Who is that?
It's just me. So you can put that thing away.
I don't even know what happened. It just happened so quick.
I told you to get out of here. You wouldn't want to end up like Ben, would you?
You knew him?
He was an informant. Had information of use to my investigation.
So what he said was true? Hey, you can't keep walking away from me. I don't even know your name. I'm Leon Kennedy.
Find a way out, Leon. Before it's too late. Then we'll talk. Name's Ada.
Well, I guess the deal's on.
So Police Chief Irons might be a dirty cop. I'm sure some of you are putting the pieces together. So the area down here has no power, so the cell releases don't work. It's time to do some more exploring to find the electronic pieces so we can get to Ben's body, to get the parking key, to then get the hell out of here. So we work our way through the canine unit kennel, the morgue, and yes, both of these are as dreadful as you can imagine. And here we find the whole area loops back around into RPD at that door the officer at the very start died at. It's a cool map in my opinion, and I like that it all links up. So at some point, exploring forward, we find ourselves on the east side roof on the opposite side of the crashed helicopter from before. Leon falls off a ladder, so now our only way back is to fix the water flow system to put out the fire from the helicopter so we can get past. We put out the flames and head back around and see a giant humanoid-looking creature.
Jesus Christ!
So this is the T-00 Tyrant, otherwise nicknamed as Mr.X. He stands around 7 feet tall and is dressed in a trench coat and hat. He wears a jacket and hat to blend in with humans to emphasize its intended purpose of covert operations. And what covert operations is that? So Mr.X was tasked with 2 missions: to kill any surviving officers and civilians within RPD as part of the cover-up, and to recover the samples of the G-Virus. We will get into the G-Virus. Don't worry. So in the original RE2, he played a far lesser part in the story than in the remake. They also made him a lot smaller to blend in with humans more. He was originally 8 feet tall. Same. So in the remake, once Mr. X is in play, we have to deal with him for the rest of the time we are in the RPD. He is invincible to all of our standard weapons, so our only choice is to run. And at any point in here, we can run into him. You can lay a number of ammunition into him to bring him down temporarily, but he will get back up, and that is a waste of ammunition, so don't do that unless you've got the infinite rocket launcher. So throughout Resi 2, all enemies are alerted by noise. So shooting, running, slamming doors, it all alerts nearby enemies. That range is doubled for Mr. X. He is constantly patrolling the halls, searching for noise to hunt us down. After a while, you learn good loop rooms and good paths to lose him on, but most importantly, the devs did help us out a tiny bit. He won't run into save rooms or rooms with no other way out. He will wait outside though. Also, you can shoot his hat off and get an achievement for it, but it really pisses him off and he will charge at you. Worth it. I swear he always turns up when you're right in the middle of a puzzle or something. It's the worst. So now with Mr. X in play, we need to keep an ear out for his footsteps and opening doors, signaling he's getting close. At this point, if we come back to the main hall, we find Marvin. Unfortunately, he has passed and reanimated.
Marvin. Oh no. Damn it.
Even with Mr. X on our heels, I always choose to take him out, knowing Marvin wouldn't want to be the reason why someone else gets infected. Rip the goat. So back to the main task, we work our way through RPD to find the electronic pieces for Ben's cell, all while dodging zombies, lickers, and of course, Mr. X, who doesn't care for traditional doors. Once we find them, we come back down to Ben, complete the puzzle, and the cell opens. On the desk is Ben's memo. It reads, "The station's swarming with monsters. Even here I can hear their cries, but it's not the zombies I'm afraid of. Codename Tyrant, the ultimate bioweapon, developed by those bastards in the utmost secrecy. To think that thing might be wandering around here. Chances are they've ordered it to wipe out the witnesses." Ben was fully on the money. I'm impressed. So we head over to Ben's body to take the keycard and notice hidden away under his jacket is a voice recorder.
But that doesn't explain the rumors about the orphanage. I just find it way too coincidental Umbrella's one of the benefactors.
You told me this interview was about the new scholarship Umbrella set up.
Come on, Annette. Nobody cares about that. They want to know about the G virus.
Where did you hear about this?
And that big fucking sinkhole in the city, which, by the way, rumor has it goes straight to your underground lab. Now, are you going to talk to me, or are you going to...
This interview's over.
Bitch.
So 3 things of note here. The woman he was speaking to was named Annette, there's another virus called the G virus, and something about the orphanage. We don't get to the orphanage till we play as Claire, so pin that one for a little while. Making our way out of here, all of a sudden all of the cells open. We are now stuck in a hall with dozens of zombies and of course, Mr. X. Escaping out of here, once more Mr. X, who doesn't care for traditional doors, comes smashing through the wall.
Getting old. Saving your ass, that's twice.
I didn't realize you were keeping score.
Look, this isn't a game.
You're gonna kill me.
Nothing dies down here. I take it you have the key card.
Yeah, and this. I was hoping you could explain what's on it.
Maybe. After I hear it. Let's get out of here.
So we use the key card and head into the street with Ada. In the distance, we see an LED sign that says Gun Shop Kendo. It's the only way to go.
Is that the intel you needed?
Unfortunately, no. Ben didn't come through.
Well, what exactly are you looking for?
More info on the people responsible for this mess. What about you? Trying to save the world?
I told Lieutenant Brenna I'd bring help.
Good luck getting that. Road's out. Going through that gun shop looks like the only way.
So Ada picks the lock and we follow her in.
What a mess.
Ada stops to look around and we head on in first. Suddenly, we're being held at gunpoint.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
I said, don't move.
This is Robert Kendo. Now, if you've only played the remakes, you don't learn a whole lot about Kendo, but he is a well-known character to our other characters. Kendo is a close friend of Barry Burton, who, if you remember, was in RE1 with Jill.
Barry.
That was a close one. A second late, you would have fit nicely into a sandwich.
Really?
So Kendo being close with a STARS member, it's assumed Barry set up the custom order with Kendo to make the custom STARS guns, the Beretta 92F, otherwise known as the Samurai Edge. So we have Kendo to thank for STARS having the weaponry to escape the mansion incident. So while he's friendly with STARS, he unfortunately has no idea who Leon is.
I said, don't move.
I'm just passing through. I'm gonna ask you to lower that weapon.
I tell you what, you gotta turn around and go right back out the way you came in.
I think your daughter needs help, sir.
Don't tell me how to deal with my daughter.
Drop it.
No! Wait!
Step aside. We need to terminate her before she turns.
Terminate. It's my fucking daughter.
Ada. Just let them be.
Emma? Sweetheart, I told you to stay put.
Daddy?
Yeah, Daddy's here. Okay? Those fucking things outside. What they did to us. You're a cop. You're supposed to know something. How did this happen? Huh? She was our sweet little angel.
Mommy?
I was sleeping, honey. Okay? And I'm gonna put you to bed too, okay? Emma. Just go. Just give us some privacy.
You know, it's one thing to keep the truth from me, but why him? I want to find out what's happening here, and stop whoever's behind it. Helping people like them? That's why I joined the force.
My mission is to take down Umbrella's entire operation. We may not make it out.
Whatever it takes to save this city. Count me in.
So giving Kendo his privacy, we continue on with Ada, and she fills us in a little bit about Umbrella.
Heard of the Umbrella Corporation? They're a pharmaceutical company secretly making bioweapons. They have a virus. It turns people into indestructible monsters.
That explains the horrible things I've seen.
And that's why I'm looking for Annette Birkin. She's the one at Umbrella responsible for unleashing the virus. I'm going to bring her down.
So Ada mentioned Annette Birkin, which is the same Annette in the tape recorder. Now I'm sure some of you went, Birkin? Yes, she is tied to the exact same Birkin we've been speaking about in the last two games, William Birkin. Annette is William's wife.
This is how we get to Annette.
Based on what you've said, the sewer seems fitting.
Well said. After you.
Gee, thanks. Can't imagine a real scientist being down here.
According to HQ, this leads right into Umbrella's secret facility.
Come on. Sewers are run by the city. How could they have a facility without the authorities knowing?
Welcome to corporate America. Umbrella's controlled Raccoon City for years.
Working onwards, we converse more with Ada that sees something huge slide on by.
What the hell?
God only knows what's down here.
By the small glance we see, it looks like a giant alligator. As an Australian, I can say that's just a normal-sized croc for us. And of course, the only way to continue is the same way the alligator went.
Again?
It's not too late to turn back, Leon.
No chance. You're stuck with me to the end. Ugh. You sure this is the right way?
Unfortunately.
Wait there.
Leon! Get out of there!
Yes, this is a mad dash scene with a giant T-virus infected alligator.
Holy shit! On that, you overgrown son of a bitch.
Leon, up here.
What the hell was...
Just get up here. Can't say I didn't warn you.
You said the virus turned people into monsters, not reptiles.
Fair point. I'm just impressed you made it in one piece.
Somehow Leon forgets about the infected dogs he had a run-in with. It's fine, it's Leon.
So let me get this straight. Umbrella sells monsters like that to who? Our military? Somebody else's?
They don't sell the monsters. They sell the viruses that make them. And Annette is who makes the viruses. Scary as that alligator was, Annette is far more dangerous.
Definitely William's handiwork.
Identify yourself.
Annette Birkin.
She's who we're looking for?
Not much time. Need to dispose of it.
We're here for the G-virus.
That's not gonna happen.
I'm warning you, Doctor.
Oh yeah?
Hey!
Stop!
You'll never get the G-virus!
Didn't expect that from a scientist. Leon.
Forget about me. Just go. Stop her before she gets away.
I'm right outside the facility, in pursuit of Annette. If it's not on her, it must be in the nest. Once it's in hand, I'll call for extraction. You can run, Annette, but you can't hide.
And now we get to play as Ada. Yay! So Ada patched up Leon and left him with her coat as we head off further into the facility looking for Nest. So let's do a little bit of a recap here. In Resi 0, we also went down into Nest as Rebecca. This is that same Nest. So Nest is a series of large subterranean labs built deep under Raccoon City, reaching all the way up to the Arklay Mountains. At this point, William Birkin is the chief of research and manages the entire place. So Nest was primarily built for the research and development of the G virus, the same one mentioned in Zero and all throughout this game. So there are numerous ways into Nest. There is a train elevator which Rebecca took, 2 cable car systems, one of which is located in Raccoon City, and even its own private subway which connects to various places in the city. Nest also connects to the Arclay lab from RE1 and the Umbrella Executive Training Center from RE0. Think this as Umbrella's superhighway station hub. Everything Umbrella related roughly within this region all connects through Nest. So Annette, William Birkin's wife, is also heavily involved in developing the G virus and is what brings Ada down here. So continuing as Ada, she has this fancy electronical hacking tool and we move forward. She finds a note about needing an ID wristband to gain access to certain areas through the facility, so a way in and a wristband are on our search list. We work our way through zombies and spot Annette walking down a hallway.
Got you now. Always been good at running, Annette. Give you that.
Following her, we're about to hack our way through a door when a very familiar set of heavy footsteps is heard.
Persistent bastard, aren't you?
We loop him for a little bit, then lose him through a small vent only Ada can slide through. So moving further through the facility, we find ourselves in front of a giant incinerator. There is a body at the end that's wearing the ID wristband that we need. Against better judgment, Ada goes down, gets the wristband, and of course, the door to the incinerator closes behind us. Annette has locked us in.
Bravo. Gonna burn me alive now.
You'll never get your filthy hands on the G.
I'm not the only one after it. You realize that?
And you won't die alone.
With a minute on the clock, we hack the power to the incinerator and thankfully make it out alive.
That bitch knows what she's doing.
Now with the wristband, we make it through the locked door and continue the pursuit of Annette. We run along an upper walkway before suddenly we're hit with blinding lights.
Enough with this cat and mouse game.
The game is over.
You lost.
Tell me, is your husband still alive? Or did you kill him so you could take credit for G?
Interesting theory.
You don't cooperate, I'll get a sample from the nest.
Over my dead body.
Where's Leon when I need him?
Ada? Damn it.
So back to Leon time. So we head further into the sewers. This place is riddled with zombies of staff members and, interestingly enough, Umbrella soldiers. We will see more as to why they are here soon. So this whole area is just one big maze puzzle. You get some extra guns, extra upgrades, and we finally see a G creature. This specifically is the incompatible G adult. We see from it still having one human arm and leg, this thing was once human. I'll get more into G and its mutations and those who are compatible later. It's a bit hard to explain it without full context, and that's big spoilers for now, so we'll get into it later, I promise. For now, down here in the sewers, we come across a giant G cesspool. So this whole area has developed tumorous growths of which in it spawn the imperfect, incompatible G forms. These giant things can spew several G younglings which swim through the water to attack us. It's super gross, I know. The tactic here is to shoot the shell on the shoulder to gain access to the eye and pop it. The G adult is actually incredibly weak to the knife, so if you're feeling brave and you want to get super close to this thing, knife tactic is the way. Not me though, I have the infinite rocket launcher. So within the sewers we find a cable car. Remember how I said Nest is connected with a cable car within Raccoon City? This is that same one. In an operations room next to the cable car, we find a note. It reads, Director Owens, there are alarms going off all over Nest. I don't know what's going on, but I can hear gunfire and I can't reach my section chief, and we're trapped. Please send help ASAP. Director Owens, the situation here is dire. Nest has been contaminated with the virus. It's unbelievable. The failsafe systems didn't activate at all. Is this the work of outsiders? I can't imagine who else it could be. But why? Mayor and Kim are dead. I can't stop coughing. Why won't you answer me? Director Owens, you. It was you all. So this letter hints that Nest was intentionally infected. Finally, we reach a room where we hear the similar growls Ada heard before she passed out.
I don't like the sound of that. Come on. Ada. I'm coming, Ada.
The way down to her is locked by this dreadful chest-shaped fuse plug puzzle, but before we head out looking for the pieces, there is a TV here with a VCR tape.
Please. Oh, please, stop. Stop. No. Power here, you freak! Don't hurt him.
The virus. I'll bet those rats spread it.
Rats indeed. So within the tape, we see two Umbrella soldiers getting absolutely decimated by what looks like an earlier version of the monster that attacked us with the steel pipe. So now you know what happened to those soldiers we found earlier. This also confirms how the virus was spread, plague style. So we continue on through the sewers looking for the chess pieces to open the lock.
Okay, almost there, Ada.
Heading down, the door separating us from Ada has no power.
Damn it. Need the power on first.
Lucky for us, the power is nearby. So some of you clocked how there's never any luck in Resident Evil games.
Jesus Christ!
So now we are trapped in this little room with a massive clawed hand smashing in through the roof like a sick backwards whack-a-mole. The room catches fire, limiting the space we can move as we hear huge footsteps and growls all around. Eventually, the massive G creature from earlier crashes through the wall. We lead it down a path as far as we can, running onto a small platform with a crane. So moving the crane, we have more space, but we're able to call it back. The tactic here is to stun the monster and smash it with the crane for massive damage.
Massive damage.
After a set amount of damage and a well-placed crane smash, the G creature finally falls.
Let's hope that's the last of them.
Yeah, Leon, definitely the last of them. So with the G creature dealt with, the power back on, we can finally get to Ada.
Ada! Ada, where are you?
Over here!
Ada! I was getting worried there for a sec.
I can't get it out.
I don't know if I should,
Just do it. I can't walk like this.
Okay. It's gonna hurt. Hold on.
I can do it myself.
Just relax, okay? So, what do we do now?
Get yourself out of here. Well, you still can.
I'm not just gonna leave you. Not like this.
You don't understand. The situation's worse than I thought.
You're not getting rid of me that easy. You protected me. Now it's my turn.
Didn't realize we were keeping score.
Grab my shoulder.
Don't push it, rookie.
Okay, I'm just trying to help. Watch your step.
You want to help? We have to get to the nest.
Nest?
Umbrella's lab, right beneath us. Annette let it slip. That's where the virus samples are. You up for this?
Think I could fit it in my schedule.
Come on. We got work to do.
Yes, ma'am.
The cable car will take us down to Nest. My wristband's our ticket to ride.
Nice. Where'd you get that?
Borrowed it. Anyway, we're almost there. This damn leg.
Let me carry you.
No. That'd only make me feel worse.
So a thing here too, a lot of people are like, why doesn't Ada take her heels off? I don't know if anyone else is like this, but it is certainly for me. After a while in heels, it hurts more to take them off. Like, you get used to wearing them and you're in a little bit of pain, but taking them off is like intense pain. Like, you can't walk without them type pain. I don't know if that's the case for most people. It is certainly for me anyway. Ada, I get you. Also, I'm not walking on sewer floor without shoes, so the heels stay on. Anyway, so Ada and Leon head to the cable car and we make our way down into Nest.
This tram is bound for Nest. Do not exit until the final destination.
You know what I was thinking? I can't wait for the FBI to raid Umbrella headquarters and take those bastards to justice.
I agree, but to be clear, you're not working in official capacity. This is a federal case. Once we get the G-Virus, I'm back on my own. Hey, Leon, trust me?
Trust me?
Honestly, if I didn't, you'd probably be dead.
Right.
I thought I might need your help, and I was right. If you can secure the G-Virus, I can make sure what happened in Raccoon City never happens again.
Ada, you said it yourself. It's a federal case. I don't
Leon,
have the authority.
Look at me. I'm a liability now. If I'm gonna finish this case, you're the last hope I've got.
I'm not just gonna leave you here. What if you're attacked? What if you need help?
I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. I gotta see this through. And I want to see you again. I got plenty to live for, trust me.
Now, arriving at Nest.
Go. Please, we don't have much time. You're gonna need this.
Okay.
Leon. Counting on you.
I know.
So with the wristband and a kiss from Ada herself, we head into Nest. All I can think of is how bad Leon must have smelt from running through the sewers, and she kissed him anyway? I don't know if I could have.
Safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open. Welcome to Nest. Enjoy your visit.
So Nest is pretty straightforward. We need to get wristband upgrades to get to higher classified rooms. Currently, the only way we can go is through the cafeteria, so we head there first. We find zombies having human flesh lunch, and in the back part, we find what looks to be a deceased doctor who is having a nap in a sleeping pod. So the wristband we took was from someone called Dr. Lee, and we're being directed to the east area.
Dr. Lee, your presence is urgently requested by Chief Cartwright in the east area.
Here on the ground, we find another Umbrella agent. On him is a Special Forces recording. It reads, Alpha to Ghost, target moving to the west area, must be going to retrieve the G and antiviral agent. This is Ghost. Understood. Rendezvous at point W3. Roger. This is Alpha. Arrived at destination. Understood. Stand by for target. This is Alpha. I've got eyes on the target. Is going to open the safe. Roger. Await the signal. Got eyes on the G virus. We're going in. Dr. Birkin, you'll be coming along with us quietly.
G-Virus is in the west area. Got it.
So this tells us the G is in the west area, but also introduces us to Ghost. So in RE2, there is extra stories that are non-canon and more of like a what-if scenario. One we play as Kendo, the shop owner, with him surviving. Another we play as a woman, we'll meet in Claire's playthrough. And last we get to play as the soldier Ghost, with him obtaining the G and escaping Nest. If we complete all three of those, we get to play as the sheriff from all the way at the start. Now remember, I said those are non-canon. There is, however, one that is canon, the fourth survivor. After you complete both of the scenarios with an A rank, you unlock HUNK's story. HUNK was part of the Umbrella Squad here and was also the sole survivor to the G monster's attack. We will be getting more into HUNK after we complete both scenarios, so remember this Umbrella group. Alright, continuing on. So we need to get to the west side, but we don't have the clearance, so our only option is east. Walking into the room, we see an employee who's been smashed against the glass by a giant plant. On his wrist is the clearance level we need to get to the G. So working our way towards the wristband, the door to the next room is covered in vines. This whole area has been taken over by a plant of some kind, and in the plant are these horrible creatures, the ivy zombies. So when Nest was put into lockdown, the plant in the other room, Plant 43, was found to be growing increasingly hostile without proper maintenance. Plant 43 was Umbrella's experimental research project using plant organisms as bioweapons. Having a lack of maintenance during the lockdown, it grew wildly out of control and attacked the remaining researchers trapped inside. So, Plant 43 implanted people with its seedlings. They took root within their bodies, mutating them like a parasite. This resulted in the corpses being infested with the vegetation traits, mimicking both human and carnivorous plants. So the best way to take these things down is fire from the flamethrower we found in the sewers. You can double burn these things to fully char them and they stay down. That way, when you come back this way, they won't be an issue. And they will be if you don't. So just double burn them, trust me. So moving into the control room, we find a stand with a solution in it. Spraying the solution, we are given an empty dispersal cartridge. The way to the wristband is impossible to reach as Plant 43 has fully taken over the room. So now we are tasked with creating a herbicide to maintain the plant. Nearby, we find a herbicide synthesis machine and get the solution, but it needs to be frozen to be administered into the dispersal machine. So we fight more Ivies, more zombies, and get jump scared by lickers before finding a place to freeze the solution. So working our way back, we disperse the solution, the plant shrinks, and it drops the body containing the wristband with a now clear path.
That did the trick.
Grabbing the wristband, heavy footsteps are heard behind us. Mr. X has found his way down into Nest. And now we need to get out of the lab, avoiding Mr. X and the Ivy zombies, which are also an insta-kill if they grab you and you have no second chance items. I found this one out the hard way.
Ah! You son of a bitch!
That's why I said to char the ones in the beginning so you can get out easier. With the higher clearance, we can finally make our way towards the G. Making our way down the hall, we find another Umbrella soldier with a tape beside him. Powering the area, we play the tape and see the footage of the Umbrella soldiers capturing Birkin stashing away the G.
Got eyes on the G-Virus.
Going in.
Dr. Birkin, you'll come along with us quietly.
You think I didn't know you were coming? This is my life's work. I'm not handing over anything.
We have our orders, Dr. Birkin. I'll ask you one more time. Hold your fire! What the fuck were you thinking? Our orders were to bring him in alive. We're in, sir. But we had a snafu. Target resisted. We had to take him out. That's correct, sir. Roger that. Just the samples, then. Let's move.
So those were G samples.
R.I.P. Birkin. On a nearby computer, we can read an email from Jane Doyle that reads, "Suspending research on G. The Umbrella Corporation has decided to cease all research on G, which was ongoing at the Nest Underground Laboratory. All funding for this project has been cut. The laboratory director, William Birkin, has been removed from his post." The next email reads, "Thank you for your mail, Dr. Birkin. Top Brass has expressed an interest in this evolving bioweapon you mentioned. Do not worry about costs. Our company is the most well-funded in the whole of the United States." The next reads, "I heard the good news. G is almost ready. Strange you never thought to report to the research lab here at Umbrella HQ, but I suppose I can let that slide. Anyway, send over the data, would you? And don't worry, you've done good work on G, but we can take care of the rest." Finally, the next email reads, "Notice of admonishment. You are under suspicion of breaching your contract with the Umbrella Corporation. It has become clear that you have claimed ownership of the G project and have been in unauthorized contact with the US military. Please respond to the investigation committee's summons within 24 hours." So Birkin stopped handing data over to Umbrella, noticing their beginning distrust in him, and he began talks with the US military to hand them the G-Virus in exchange for protection from Umbrella. Before he could get away with the G, Birkin was ambushed by Umbrella soldiers who were ordered to take both him and the G into custody. There's still a little more to the story, so keep all of that pinned. So as we head further into Birkin's personal lab, there's still blood on the ground from where he got shot, and thankfully a sample of the G virus is still in the machine.
That was easy.
And Leon just had to say that.
All right, now back to Ada.
Leaving the lab, of course, cursed by Leon, before we can get to the door, the massive G monster from earlier smashes through the ceiling.
He's mine. This has to end.
What the hell's going on?
Sorry, William. You left me no choice.
You called this thing William. Why?
It shouldn't have been like this. It's Umbrella's fault, this whole mess.
You're Umbrella too. You're telling me you weren't involved in this?
Yes. But we never meant for this to happen.
Then tell me everything. Right from the start.
You don't get away that easily.
Good God, William. What have you done?
So you made this monster.
We made the G-Virus, but we never intended
You can
this
spin it any way you want. You're still responsible.
So now we know this hulking monster is indeed Dr. William Birkin mutated by his own G-Virus. To explain why he injected himself real quick, so we know he sustained multiple gunshot wounds and was moments from death. In his research, he hypothesized that the G-Virus would create a superhuman. So if you remember Lisa Trevor from my first Resi 1 video and how Birkin experimented on her, at one point it mentions her experiments with the Nemesis Alpha. So her body destroyed the Nemesis Alpha, and then isolated in her blood a progenitor strain was found. This strain was dubbed the Golgotha virus, or G-Virus for short, or Golgotha? My accent's funny on that one. Since it was manifested within Lisa, and she was known for her insane regenerative abilities, it's theorized Birkin, with no other option, injected himself with the G-Virus, hoping it would turn him into a superhuman with the same regenerative abilities so he could get revenge on Umbrella. So the G-Virus can repair and heal a body, but if it does it to an extreme degree, the G mutates wildly out of control. So every time we've beaten Birkin, he's healed and come back more and more mutated. I like to think that when the second head starts to grow on him, it's a visual of the G taking over. In the original, the second head actually had a brain, showing that it was taking over the host's body. So this is where it starts to get a bit complex, with compatible and incompatible hosts, like with the incompatible G creatures in the sewers. So with the G-Virus, depending on the host's DNA, some people are compatible and some aren't. So compatible G creatures further have the desire to reproduce. It is genetically programmed to create new life, creating superhumans, G-humans. This is through forced evolution with human reproduction. A G host seeks out biologically compatible partners to host the G embryo, ensuring the next revolutionary process. If the incompatible host is given an embryo, it will burst out of them like the chest burster from Alien, killing the host. We will learn a lot more about embryos in Claire's run, so keep a further pin in compatible and incompatible hosts and the G embryos. It all gets a little confusing, I know, with DNA and genomes all mixed into it. I'm sure you kind of understand. Ultimately, compatible or not, Birkin is now completely overtaken by the G and is now this creature in which we call the G Stage 3. Aiming for the soft eyes, we lay bullets into the G3 as it swipes at us with razor-sharp claws, and even at times throwing massive pillars of metal. Eventually, the G3 drops to the ground, ending the quarantine, and we can use the elevators to get back up to Annette.
Target has been neutralized. Ending quarantine.
Jesus. That looks bad.
Feels worse. Believe me.
Talk about what you said. I don't know how much I believe.
Just tell me you'll destroy that G sample.
No, it's evidence. It's going to the FBI.
You trust that bitch?
What's that supposed to mean?
She's not FBI. She's a mercenary. She's gonna sell it. The G-Virus is gonna go to the highest bidder.
That's bullshit.
I hope you're right. But if the G-Virus gets into the wrong hands...
So with both Birkins gone and Ada's real motivator revealed, we head out with the G, right as we run into the just mentioned mercenary.
I was just thinking about you.
That makes two of us. I was getting worried.
No, we make a good team. I gotta ask you something.
Way's clear. Please, tell me you got it.
Oh, I got it.
Let me verify the G sample and we get the hell out of here.
Before we do that, I ran into Annette. She claims you're not FBI.
Oh, Leon. Why couldn't you just hand over the sample?
As I realized, as much as I wanted to trust you, I didn't.
I really hoped it wouldn't end up like this.
So that's all this was. I was just some pawn to you?
Look, I'm just doing my job.
And I'm doing mine, so drop that damn gun! I'm taking you in.
Hand over the sample, Leon. I don't want to hurt you.
And you shoot me. But I don't think you can.
Got you.
It's not worth it.
Don't do this.
Take care of yourself, Leon.
No!
With the G sample lost, Annette now properly dead, and Ada also gone, the self-destruct alarm blares overhead. We have 10 minutes to get out of Nest before it all blows. Reaching the bottom of the elevator, we see someone still alive on the monitors.
Attention. Self-detonation.
What's that? Claire!
Leon? You're down here too!
Yeah, but the whole place is coming down. Listen to me. You need to get out. Fast.
Yeah. There's a way out. We can make it. Where are you now?
Claire, you still there?
Leon? Hey, Leon, you're breaking up.
Forget about me. Just get out of here. Damn it.
So the music kicks in and we continue the mad dash out. Down numerous elevators, past more Ivies, and past a still pursuing Mr. X.
Is this a fucking joke?
7 minutes until detonation.
Mr. X catches up with Leon, but thankfully the floor falls through. Leon falls to safety and we see a Mr. X engulfed in flames as explosions go off all around him.
Gotta keep going.
So Leon gets up and finds a nearby elevator. Powering it with a nearby battery, we're almost headed to safety. So Mr. X is now jacketless, showing us that he is truly a tyrant, fully with the exposed tyrant heart I explained in the Resi 1 video. So we are forced into close quarters with him as he swipes at us with razor-sharp claws with the sickest background music. But if you play the round right, shooting at his heart and dodging his swipes, we reach a point where the elevator shakes.
Where did this thing come from?
A woman looking and sounding a lot like Ada slides down an anti-tank rocket to Leon, and with a well-placed shot, the Tyrant is nothing more from the waist up.
You have arrived at the bottom level.
Reaching the bottom of the elevator, we use the rocket to clear the way to the emergency evacuation train.
Shit! Gotta get out of here. Can't believe I actually miss her.
Leon?
Hey. We made it.
Just like I said we would.
Finally, reuniting with Claire, she has a little girl with her, and we are given a hint that the fight isn't quite over. So that is the end of Leon's side. Now we need to replay the game in a second run as Claire. Here we'll learn a lot more about the G, who this little girl is, and the corruption within the RPD, and get our proper ending. I'm gonna have to get another drink. This is a lot of yapping. Okay. Claire time. So Claire's side is actually my favorite side of this guide? So Claire's side is actually my favorite side of this game. I fully think if the other side wasn't Leon Kennedy, Claire's would be everyone's favorite. So let's go all the way back to the gas station at the beginning.
Yeah, I'm almost there. You know me, I'll be fine. I'll be back as soon as I find Chris. Why does everyone think I'm gonna get in trouble? What the?
Don't shoot!
Get down! Come on!
What the hell is going on?
I don't know. Hopefully they'll have some answers at the police station.
Wait, you're a cop?
Yeah, Leon Kennedy. You are?
Claire. Claire Redfield.
Claire! Claire, are you okay?
I'm alright! How about you?
Can't stay here, it's not safe!
Go on ahead! I'll meet you at the station! Leon, I'm sure you beat me here.
So as Claire, we enter through the back where a makeshift graveyard has been set up, hinting at all of the incoming death. We hear the same helicopter crash, showing just how much longer Claire was running around the city compared to Leon, who's already been in RPD and met Marvin.
Claire! Hold on! I'll be right there!
Okay!
Claire! It's so nice to see you.
How are you doing? That helicopter just came out of nowhere.
I'm in one piece.
I'm guessing you don't have a key in one of those fancy pockets?
Unfortunately, no. But how are you doing?
You know, just surviving.
That's good.
Yeah.
Any luck with your brother?
No, not yet.
Claire, don't lose hope. I'm sure we're gonna find him. Damn it. You know what that means?
Yeah. Dinner time.
Claire, I think you should go.
Don't worry about me, Leon. You take care of yourself.
Claire, you need to go. Now!
Okay, let's get through this. Both of us.
So with the fire alarm blaring, we run off and find the guard room. Here we grab a key and you can actually see Leon's uniform ready for him for his first day. If we play as Leon in scenario B instead of Claire, he actually has an extra cutscene where he changes into it. So with the courtyard key, we head back and finally enter the RPD. While Scenario A sort of leans you into the chaos, Scenario B is pretty full on immediately. There's zombies everywhere, including ones on fire. Note here, Claire speed shoots with her revolver with 2 hands, and I think that's the coolest thing ever. We just need to get her like Ocelot spinning it now. So while Leon finds the officer at the start before he's torn in half, Claire finds him way after and his notebook is torn to shreds. The hints of the medallion puzzles are either torn off or covered in blood, so the puzzles aren't as simple this time round. So finding the same laptop in the main hall with the security feed on it, we see Mr.X.
Bet he's not part of the rescue squad.
So Mr.X is already in the RPD hunting anyone still alive. Claire can't catch a break. So immediately after, we find Marvin already turned, and the seat he was on has the remaining notebook that's missing the page that we already have. So with the full book now, we head off to find the medallions to unlock the way down. Heading towards the first officers down the hall with the radio, we hear a familiar hiss. Claire literally just walked in and we've already seen Mr. X and have a liquor waiting for us. The second run scenario really just throws you in it. So at this point, we don't have a lot of ammo, so if you're quiet enough, you can just walk past this one for now. Don't worry, we will get something to deal with them real soon. Since we've done all of this already as Leon, we know where the C4 detonator parts are for upstairs, so we beeline the battery and take a stop off at the safety deposit room. Here for Claire, we find the GM79 grenade launcher. Yes, Claire gets a grenade launcher. There's a reason I love her so much, because she is that girl. So we can load this thing with either fire or acid rounds, perfect for demolishing liquors for fun. So with cool as hell guns, we pretty much follow the same path as Leon and speedrun the detonator and the remaining medallions. An important difference you need to know is in the STARS room, if you bring the USB to gain access to the submachine gun, yes, she gets a submachine gun too. In both scenarios, we find a letter from Chris, Claire's older brother. It reads, "To my bestest starbuds, how are you all doing in that drab old station? Hanging in there against old irons? Me? I just got back from a date with a hot chick. Bet you can guess what we were up to under her extra large umbrella. Europe is amazing. 1 month is no way enough to even scratch the surface. Maybe I'll extend my vacation for another 6 months. Barry, don't even think of coming to join me. I wouldn't want you to make all the cute girls cry, yeah? So just leave all the babes to me. Jill, if Claire tries to contact you, tell her I'm okay."
This does not sound like Chris.
So Leon doesn't say anything about the letter since he doesn't know Chris, but Claire does. It's because this whole letter is a coded message for stars. It mentions Europe, extra large umbrella, and 1 month isn't enough to scratch the surface. He also asks Barry not to come and to take care of his girls instead. If you remember, in RE1, Barry's family were held hostage against him. In the original, we find Chris's diary on the desk, and it just flat out says he's investigating Umbrella in Europe and he's going over Chief Irons' head. So not very secretive, so I'm glad they made it a coded message in the remake. So with that too, Chris investigating Umbrella in Europe is the precursor to the events of Code Veronica. We will be getting into Code Veronica later, as I feel it's incredibly important to the story, especially before 5. It makes Chris's changes from really 1 to 5 make a bit more sense. So nearby Chris's note, we also find one from Leon. It reads, "Claire, I hope you get this. This place is crawling with monsters and your brother's not here. Just get out of here as soon as you can. I really hope you're safe. Leon." So with confirmation that Chris isn't here, the plan is to head off to get the medallions so we can leave RPD through the underground. Real quick here too, in the STARS office you can find Chris's jacket. He has a matching one with Claire that says Made in Heaven on the back. This is a reference to the band Queen. So Queen is canon within the RE universe and the Redfield siblings are big fans. So moving on, leaving the STARS office, we hear familiar heavy footsteps.
Jesus, stay back!
Mr.X is already starting to pursue the player. The best course of action is to just get the last medallion as fast as possible and get to the underground. Thankfully, the door here is far too small and he can't pursue us through. So much like Leon, we take the elevator down, and instead of groans and a massive being walking above us, it's smaller, lighter footsteps quickly running away.
Hello? Hello?
Pursuing, we find the same pushed over furniture, much as Leon did.
Won't budge. Hello? Hey. It's okay. I won't hurt you, I promise. Do you need help? Here, you can take my hand. You need help. I'm sorry, I can't understand you.
You need help.
Why?
He's right behind you.
What?
Oh, God.
You gotta be kidding me. Words ain't gonna cut it with this.
And here we fight Birkin once more. The fight's the same really, you just aim for the eye on the shoulder, looping around the central pillar in circles, and eventually he'll just go down. Now that you know this is G Birkin, you can really see what I mean by the G taking over. We can slightly hear Birkin talking, saying, "Sherry, help me, kill me." I believe this is the last time we see Birkin where he still has a sliver of his humanity left, though he is more like a passenger in his body with the G taking host. Similarly, we shoot till we see him start to mutate and he throws himself over the guardrail.
Hey, little girl. It's safe now. It's over. Are you sure?
Yeah, I promise. Everything's fine. I just need you to lower that ladder for me.
Will you help me find my mom?
Your mom is down here?
I think so. I hope so.
Yeah. Of course. I'll help you.
So while we didn't find Chris, we did find a little girl instead. Heading up the ladder, we follow her as she runs through the underground.
This way!
So, what's your mom like?
She works at Umbrella. She's making an important new medicine.
Umbrella? That big pharmaceutical company?
My mom's always at work. I don't get to see her much.
Well, hopefully you'll get to see her again soon. So, where's your dad?
He, worked with my mom, but he's gone.
Wow. Both of my parents are gone, and it's just me and my brother.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't be. It means we've got something in common, and that's a good thing, right?
I love these two so much. So moving forward, we find the same ladder up into the parking garage as Leon.
Here. Come on.
Over there! It's closed.
Damn it. We need a key card. Hold on. Here, come out. And you're sure this is the way?
This is how my mom took me last time.
Sherry? I've been looking everywhere for you, Sherry. Brave little girl to leave your house in the middle of this mess. On the ground, hands behind your head.
You can't be serious.
On the ground, now. Sherry, tie her hands.
Why are you doing this?
Shut up. Tie her. Okay then. You tie her up now, or she dies.
What's this all about?
Child endangerment, for starters. Sherry, come here.
What are you gonna do to her?
None of your fucking business.
If you hurt her, I swear to God, my brother is stars and I will
Sherry, get over here. What's your name? What's your fucking name?
Claire!
Sherry, you come with me now, or say goodbye to Claire.
Okay, I'll go. You better be taking me to my mom.
Absolutely.
Don't listen to him, he's full of shit.
Stop hurting her, please!
Don't tell me how to do my job.
Stop! Let me go! Let me go!
Obviously, nobody taught you manners. We'll fix that. Oh, yes, we will.
Let me go! Let me go!
I'll get you, you fucker! Stay safe, Sherry. Okay. Key card first. Then that asshole gets what's coming to him.
So now we know her name is Sherry, the same name Birkin was yelling earlier. So after getting kicked and pistol whipped, we start running around searching for the key card. We enter an area that was never accessible to Leon and find a magazine. It reads, Raccoon Monthly, June issue. Attention all Raccoon City heroes. Who's the most feared yet respected man in town? The answer should be obvious to any resident of our fair city. That's right, it's Police Chief Brian Irons, the man that scares the bejeebus out of criminals everywhere and stern father that loves every single last one of us sinful citizens. Chief Irons is known for his great charity work, including big contributions to the Orphanage, support for abused women, art preservation, animal conservation. Let us know if we've missed anything. Just when does our great hero sleep? When asked, the city is my extended family. I'm just doing what I do for my family, Chief Irons said with a soft smile.
Bastard is the police chief?
So this is Irons, known for his support for abused women while he just beat the hell out of Claire. Something shady is going on for sure. Next to the magazine is a lift labeled Express Elevator to the Chief's office, not for general use. We need a pink diamond key to get into the lift controls to turn it on. So off searching we go. The kennels are now infested with lickers and we get the joy of shooting them with an acid grenade launcher. We find a key on the body in the morgue, similarly to Leon, and backtrack, of course, running into even more lickers. With the elevator powered, we work our way up to the chief's office. Upon entering his office, we find a note on the desk that reads, Police Chief Irons, as thanks for your unwavering support, I have deposited a small sum into your bank account. Use it as you see fit. I hope I can count on you to maintain surveillance over your subordinates, especially the ones that survived that mansion. Get rid of them if you must. WB. Obviously, this is referencing the Spencer Mansion in RE1, and WB is William Birkin. This shows that Irons is a dirty cop, taking payouts from Umbrella to surveillance the surviving STARS members. So the letter continues. Police Chief Irons, I ran into some trouble with Umbrella headquarters. The suits want to take the fruit of my research away, but don't worry, this will all blow over soon. You just keep doing what I tell you to and everything will be alright. Police Chief Irons, you are to up the security around my lab. Your muscleheads are to shoot any suspicious person on sight. Doesn't matter if they kill them or even if they're Umbrella employees. I'm so close to completing G, and no asshole is going to get in my way. Police Chief Irons, get your shit together and do your fucking job. I told you I need more security in the sewers. Don't you know how critical of a time this is for me? As for the money, I can pay you whatever once I take over, but not before. Why don't you get that? Never forget how expendable you are. WB. So I'm sure a lot of you connected the dots now, how with the cover-up there was someone within the police assisting. That was Irons. The comms being taken away, the cops locked in a cell by their higher-up, but the question persists, what is he up to with Sherry? Looking around his office, it's filled with taxidermy animals. Remember that magazine saying Irons supports animal conservation? The corruption runs deep. Now, just a little warning here, what Irons writes about in this next part could get me in trouble with YouTube, so I'm going to censor it a little bit, and a little warning to you, it's super gross, though you can quite easily figure out what I'm trying to say. So on the table in Irons' office, we find a taxidermy log. It writes, white-tailed deer. Pleased with how it turned out, but I'm getting tired of working on these puny things. Maybe time to move on to more challenging animals. Siberian tiger. I nearly when I sliced its yellow belly open and its warm gut spilled out. I still smell of wild beast. This is the life. Pig. Female, 22 years old. Place of capture, Raccoon City. Length 5'3". The specimen's body is soft, sweet, and white all over, and it's all mine. Forever. Now, pig, 22 years old, 5'3"? That last entry is clearly a human female that Irons sees as a pig. Genuinely, Irons is a monster. In a series all about monsters, Irons is the biggest one. In my opinion, I don't think there's a character in this whole series worse than Irons. He's actually disgusting. So connected to Irons' office is a private collections room. In here, Irons has stashed away tons of expensive art and whatever he deems valuable. In the back of the room is a locked off cell, and inside is the parking garage key.
Thank God. The key card.
We need similar electronic pieces to power this as Leon had to down in the cells, so we follow a similar path, once more getting the pieces. While searching for the electronic pieces, I had the worst jump scare in the interrogation room. I genuinely felt like my heart stopped. Oh, Jesus. It scared the shit out of me. Scared me really badly. Anyway, we get jumped by lickers, zombies, and Mr.X, but finally we get all the pieces. We complete the puzzle and the cell opens.
Hello?
Good to see you again, Claire. We've got unfinished business.
Where's that?
In the neighborhood. You'll find it.
Sherry all right?
For now.
I swear, you bastard, if you hurt her.
Stupid kid. If you just hadn't dropped that fucking thing, I could let you go.
Don't worry, Sherry. It'll be all over soon.
There has to be a way out of here.
Now we get to play as Sherry. So we are now trapped in the orphanage, held captive by Irons, and we need to find a way out of here. We complete a few puzzles and find our way out of the room.
What is this?
At the end of the hall, we find Sally's diary. It reads, January 4th. Wednesdays are perfect days because we get snacks and ice cream. I hate the last place I was at. The teachers were all meanies. It was just study, study, study. And there wasn't no ice cream. I love, love, love it here. January 10th. There was an important rule made today. Everyone must write a diary, get health checkups, and we ain't allowed outside by ourselves. It's good we don't have to go to school. I don't want to go and get picked on for my old clothes, especially not by the guy that used to wear them. January 16th. The orphanage director is coming today, so I'm gonna wear my most favoriteest checkered blue outfit. The director is tall. The director has a mustache. The director is a policeman. So clearly Irons is the director of the orphanage, which means something abhorrent must be going on here. Working our way to the main hall, we find the front door out. Unfortunately for us, it's locked. In the same room, we find Tom's diary. It reads, Feb 5th. It's been 2 months since I sent that letter to Oliver, and all I've gotten back is nada. Zip. Then again, they're all like that once they get adopted. I bet he's living like a king in some fancy folks' home and forgotten all about us. Really thought Oliver was different, that he'd be my friend for life. Guess I'm just a fool. February 8th. Anne sat all the little kids down and told them about a story today. She said all the little kids that get adopted turn into goods for the boogeyman, and that's why no one hears them ever again. Not sure where she gets her ideas from, but she sure got the mind for writing trashy horror novels. February 13th. There's something weird going on around here, and it's not just because of Anne's stories. Don't get me wrong, I've been in worse places, but this place is funded by some big drug company. And why can't we call people or go outside? Why are there so many doctors around? What's with these shots every day? It's almost like we're February 13th, I'm getting adopted. Me. Most people go for younger kids, so I figured I was too old, but I can't say I'm not a little happy. Who am I kidding? I'm totally psyched. I say goodbye to this place on the 20th. I'm gonna try my best to be a good son, someone my new mom and pop can be proud of. February 19th. Oliver came back in the middle of the night, all messed up, screaming, "Help me," and stuff. I didn't even recognize him at first. His face was all peeling and melted off. He's with the teachers and doctors now. It's just a skin thing, they say. He'll get better soon, and then we can go on adventures together again. So this diary all but confirms there is something incredibly suspicious going on at the orphanage. Heading forward, looking for the key, we can hear music.
Oh no, it's him.
With no choice but to head towards Irons, we enter the room as quietly as we can. We can see what looks like a woman lying on the table in the center of the room. Past her is the key out of here.
Where you going, Sherry? I told you to stay put. You need to learn to listen.
Leave me alone! Just please!
Time to teach some manners. You little bitch! You're gonna pay for this! You little shit! You hear? You are gonna be so fucking sorry!
No way! Help! Somebody, please!
You stupid bitch! That's a dead end!
With Irons after us, we leg it back to where we came from. We're now playing a game of cat and mouse with a mostly blinded Irons. As long as we stay out of his flashlight radius, he can't see us, as evident with him running into furniture.
It's all over now! Doors locked! Where are you? Show yourself! I know you're in here! The longer it takes me to find you, the worse it's gonna be!
Eventually, Irons will open a locked bathroom to wash out whatever chemical we threw in his eyes, and we have a chance to grab the key and run.
It burns! Fuck is my key? I see you.
Hurry.
I'm coming for you, Sherry! Get over here, you little bitch! The game is over! No! Now you're in trouble!
Let me go! No!
Poor Sherry, dude. She's just a kid, and that was a lot. So we cut back to Claire 30 minutes earlier.
Good to see you again, Claire. We've got unfinished business.
What are you talking about?
Don't waste my fucking time! Bring me the pendant, or Sherry dies.
Pendant? What do you need it for?
Do you want the girl to die?
Fine. Where are you?
The orphanage.
The orphanage? Where is that?
In the neighborhood. You'll find it.
Is Sherry all right?
For now.
I swear, you bastard, if you hurt her... Are you serious? Damn it!
So now with the parking keycard, we can use the lift near Irons' office to get back down there and head out looking for the orphanage. Of course, the moment we put in the keycard, Mr.X is right behind us. Thankfully, we can loop him around the cars and run out into the street. So there's a walkway past Kendo and we run for our lives, losing Mr.X once more.
Looks like the only way forward.
Now on the streets of RC, we come across more zombies, a stupid amount of zombie dogs, and at the end of the street, the orphanage.
It's gotta be the orphanage.
So we beeline it inside and head towards Irons' room.
Hello? I have the pendant!
Your fault!
What?
Took too long!
Okay.
Get off me!
Oh my god! Jesus Christ!
Rip Irons. Oh no. How sad. He'll be so missed. So remember his death as well. I'll circle back to that in a little bit. I explained it partially in Leon's run with the G fetuses, but I'll come back to it when we have just a little more context. Continuing into the room, we pass another diary, author unknown. It reads, "If you're reading this, go call Khalees. Boogeyman here, eating every bobby. Many bark boogeyman's here. Help, they're coming. Help me, mummy." Here too, if you don't go upstairs as Claire in the orphanage, you can miss a note in the bathroom. It reads, "Letter from the director. Regarding the incident in question, I'm glad to report that has all been taken care of. On February 19th, test subject 628 escaped from the lab and broke into our facility. 628 was originally from this facility's candidate pool and apparently returned in hope of seeking help. 628 was quickly detained by our staff as 628 was undergoing one of the lab's clinical trials. There was the distinct possibility that he had brought the virus with him, so we disposed of all of our test subject candidates as a precaution. Their speedy disposal was conducted by the security team, to whom I'd like to extend my thanks. As for our neighbors, I told them that due to the building's dilapidated state, we had temporarily moved all of the children to a different orphanage for their safety. As for the future of this facility, once it has been fully decontaminated, I plan to resume securing more test candidates." Heavy. So this all but confirms that the orphanage is a testing location for Umbrella. Children were being adopted when they were actually taken to the underground labs for experimentation. When Oliver, who was mentioned in a diary earlier, escaped the facility and returned to the orphanage, Irons ordered the execution of all of the remaining children to prevent any potential infection and to cover up Umbrella's involvement. So turning into the room we saw moments ago with Sherry, it's now just destroyed. There's furniture tossed and smashed, and to give a bit more context here too, this room is a taxidermy preparations room. So what Sherry threw at Irons earlier is said to be formaldehyde. Irons is a sick man. He was about to taxidermy that poor girl on the table. This is Katherine Warren. She was the daughter of the mayor, and when the outbreak started within the city, her father fled, and Katherine was placed under protective custody of Chief Irons. Katherine is the pig in the taxidermy log. Being the sick weirdo he is, in the original at some point, Katherine became aware of what he wanted to do with her and ran. He allowed her to run, finding sick thrill in hunting her down. We don't get word if that happened in the remake or not, but safe to assume something similar happened. So we get to play as her in the DLC, the Ghost Survivors campaign, which again is like a what if they survived scenario thing. So as Katherine, we kill Irons and we get to go rescue Ben. Remember the reporter in Leon's story that gets his head crushed? That was her boyfriend. It's not explicitly said if they're dating outside of the Ghost Survivors DLC, which again is non-canon, but I think it's fine to presume they were dating before their inevitable deaths, but ultimately she's already gone by the time we find her, and now Irons is dead too, so we must continue on to find Sherry. Heading down the hatch, we find ourselves in a basement type place and we find Sherry.
Claire! Sherry? I'll be right there!
But someone else finds us.
Go, go, go!
Claire! It's behind you!
Don't stop!
Hurry!
Keep going. Sherry, come on. What'd you say?
Are you all right? Can you hear me? Claire? Claire, you have to get up. He's going to get us. Wake up! Wake up!
Wake up. Wake up. Open your eyes. Hold still. Not infected.
Sherry? Where's Sherry?
Sherry's fine.
Do you know Sherry?
It's an impressive display of strength.
What happened to her?
We have to assess the situation.
Who are you? I'm Claire.
I didn't foresee this.
Excuse me. Where is she? Hello?
What?
Where's
Annette. Tell me, what happened to William?
I don't know. Who's that?
The creature responsible for this.
What? Can you help me find Sherry?
Seems to be evolving much faster than expected.
Where are you going?
Look, I don't have time to play 20 questions. Everything's under control.
I need to find Sherry.
My daughter is not your concern.
So it's finally revealed Sherry is the daughter of Annette and William Birkin. Wanting to confirm Sherry is okay, we move forward. In the next room, we find a report about G. It reads: the G virus clinical trial will be entering its final phase very soon. Before G, the new creature that will surpass humans, is born. Allow me to predict a few things about its biology and biological functions. Intelligence. The subject's intelligence will begin to drop immediately, with their linguistics ability disappearing within a matter of days. Finally, they will lose their ability to reason with their humanity. G will be a creature of pure instinct, driven only by a need to survive and reproduce. Physical abilities. Due to its unusually accelerated cell division, evolution, it will be highly adaptable to any environment. Furthermore, with its amazing ability to repair itself through regeneration, it would be completely difficult to completely kill it with any conventional small firepower. reproductive behavior. G's most remarkable feature will be its intense desire to reproduce. It will instinctively search out humans with DNA that closest matches its own and implant an embryo in them. But the chances of success are very low, and if the DNA is not a close enough match, an undeveloped G creature will be produced instead. I suppose the only ones who might be close enough of a match would be any biological children of the subject, though. So G creatures, like what William Birkin is now, will instinctively search out humans with DNA that closest match its own to implant an embryo to create a superhuman. I'm sure you've put the pieces together. So moving to find Sherry first, we are once more in the sewers.
Now I'm gonna smell like shit.
This place operates just like Leon, with us finding the cable car and eventually ending up in the monitoring room.
What is this?
Sherry, I told you, I cannot leave here until my work is done.
That's what you always say.
Sherry?
Why didn't you stay in the house? It was safe there.
Hey, Sherry!
I was scared. Those things were everywhere, and...
You should have called the police. That's what we taught you.
I did, but nobody came, and you didn't answer your phone, so...
Sherry, I don't have time for this.
Oh no. Sherry! Sherry, I'm coming! Hold on, Sherry. I'll be right there.
I get Annette is trying to save the world and all, but it's wild that the Birkins or Umbrella didn't set up any security detail for Sherry. It's not like they're strapped for funds or anything. So this works just like Leon trying to save Ada. We run around finding the chest fuse pieces to open the door to save Sherry. Similarly, we need to power the door, we have the run-in with Birkin, and then we smack him with the crane and finally enter the door to reach Sherry.
Sherry? Claire? Sherry, are you alright?
What are you doing?
I'm here to help.
Sherry's been implanted. She can't be saved.
Are you fucking kidding me? You're her mother. Get in here!
You don't understand. William is still out there, and if I don't stop him...
This conversation is over!
Wait! Wait! I can treat her. In my lab. It's not far away.
Mommy?
There's not enough time. Millions of lives are at stake. Sherry, Mommy loves you, sweetie. Goodbye.
Are you fucking kidding me? Sherry, don't worry. I will get you whatever you need, okay?
Oh, why are you doing this?
Because I care.
Thank you, Claire.
So Annette reveals that Sherry has indeed been implanted with the embryo, but she can treat her in her lab. But she can't cure Sherry and stop William at the same time. So she chooses to abandon Sherry to deal with William as he threatens more lives. I only just noticed here because I like to put Claire in her OG fit because the matching jacket with Chris. Her outfit doesn't change on the security feed to Annette. So she's wearing her remake leather jacket, then back to her heaven jacket. Oops. Thankfully, with Sherry as a child of high-up Umbrella researchers, she has a level 1 wristband on her.
Oh, good. The cable car. Okay. Here you go. Just hold on, Sherry, okay? You're gonna be just fine. Hey. Are you okay?
Your jacket's so warm.
My brother gave it to me. You know it's supposed to be lucky?
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Are you kidding me? You were doing just fine without me, so I came along and got you all sorts of trouble. I have something of yours.
I don't want it.
Really? Why not? It's so pretty.
It's from my mom. For my birthday last year. All I really wanted was for her to be home more.
I know it seems like your mom doesn't care, but... Hey. Sherry, come here. Hey, hang in there, okay?
Now, arriving at Nest.
It's okay. I've got you. Come on.
Quickly running out of time, we beeline Sherry into Nest and place her down on the bed.
Okay. Here you go. All right. Now what? There's gotta be something here. Antiviral agent. That's it. That's gotta be it. Hey. Hey, Sherry. I gotta go. You stay right here, though, okay? I'll be back soon. I promise.
Now with the wristband, we read the antiviral email to put us in the right direction. It reads, due to an incident in the North area, all Nest personnel are to immediately use the Devil antiviral agent on themselves. Devil is the only way to prevent G mutation. If you've been infected with the G virus, seek help immediately to target and destroy the G cells in your body. So quickly with the Devil agent, some people ask why William didn't use Devil to save himself after injecting himself with G. So Devil stops G mutation, it doesn't reverse it. G targets damaged tissue first, so with William essentially Swiss cheese from the bullets, his G mutation took over, rapidly healing but rapidly mutating. So even if he was conscious enough to use it, he would have been stuck as a monster forever. So running through Nest, we follow basically the same path as Leon. Devil is instructed as being in the same place as the G, so we go through the cafeteria, deal with Plant 43, but no Mr. X this time as Birkin ripped him in half, and eventually we end up in Birkin's lab.
Damn it. Look at that. All right. Hell yeah. Got it. Thank God. The antiviral agent. Gotta get back to Sherry.
So this whole time, Sherry's necklace was a key to the samples if she ever got infected. In the original, it actually housed a sample of the G virus, and it is why Mr. X was chasing the player around looking for it. Also, a child carrying a sample of a world-ending virus is probably not the best idea. Kids lose things all the time. I also like to think they made multiple copies of the necklace to open the case, like maybe Sherry, Annette, and Birkin all had one. That's just my personal headcanon, because imagine giving the one and only key to a child. So anyway, now that we have Devil, we head back to Sherry, and you know exactly what's going to happen.
Your ass again! William! This ends now.
What the hell is this thing?
That was my husband.
She is my creation! Oh!
William!
I should have killed him while I had the chance. I don't know why, I couldn't do it.
He was your husband.
Honestly, we were more married to our work than each other.
What about Sherry? How could you just leave her all alone while Raccoon City burned to hell?
I couldn't let my daughter grow up in a world with a G-virus in it.
But that's no excuse.
I got this.
Sorry.
I got this. You should take care of Sherry. You don't know what you're up against.
I have a pretty damn good idea.
Whatever you do, don't stop until it's finished.
Trust me. This ends now.
My favorite thing with this is Annette had to force Leon into this fight. Claire jumps in willingly because it's Claire and we love her for it. So same as the Leon fight, we aim for the soft eyes as Birkin swipes and tosses huge chunks of metal at us till he goes down. And then we can finally make our way back to Sherry. But heading back to her, we see someone beat us there.
Hey.
I knew you'd make it. My mom needs help.
Annette?
Sherry. How are you?
Okay. But you don't look so good. Mommy?
Hey, look at the screen. Oh, thank God.
So Sherry's gonna be all right?
She'll be weak for a little while, but yes. She's free of the G-virus.
Did you hear that?
What happened to her?
She was attacked by the monsters.
Don't.
worry about me. Take my daughter to safety. I'm sorry, Sherry. For everything. Your life is what is important.
We can't just leave her here.
You're right, we can't.
Attention, unauthorized removal of a level 4 virus detected.
What does that mean?
It's a self-destruct code. In case the G-virus leaves the building. Please. Save my daughter.
No!
Sherry? Sherry, please say goodbye to your mom. Mom, please say goodbye. Please, Sherry. Listen. She loved you, okay? You really gotta get going. Come on.
You were right about this jacket. I'm so lucky to have you.
We can talk more about that later. We gotta hurry now. Come on.
Annette cutting off Claire so she doesn't let Sherry know William killed her breaks my heart. Like, as much as of a mess of this whole thing is, she really did care for her daughter. So with the self-destruct, we now make a mad dash out of Nest, working together with Sherry to unlock the doors and take out the few remaining enemies.
Nice work, Sherry.
We made it.
So while Leon falls through the floor and takes a different elevator, we end up in the emergency evacuation train elevator, where we find a minigun. In video game terms, finding a minigun in a big round room means one thing.
What are you doing?
We gotta get this train moving. I need you to stay right here, okay?
Okay. I promise I won't move.
Good.
Be careful.
Always. Okay. Alright. Did something. Okay. Alright, it's working.
Claire!
What? Leon? You're down here too?
Yeah, but the whole place is coming down. Look, you need to get out. Fast!
I know. I found a way out. I think we can all make it. Where are you now?
Claire, are you still there?
Leon? I'm sorry, you're breaking up.
Don't worry about me. Just get out of here.
Leon! Leon! Damn!
You thought Stage 3 Birkin was the end of it? Welcome to Stage 4. So due to the massive damage from moments ago, Stage 4 has undergone rampant mutation and is now a lumbering feral mass. Birkin is now considerably different to the last fights. This thing will climb the walls to jump at the player, it does mad bull rushes and fury swipes. Balancing moving and shooting is the best way to kill this thing, and try to never take your eyes off of it. After landing how many hundreds of shots to the eyes, it eventually kind of pops and goes down.
there. We're getting out of here. So what's the first thing you want to do when we get out of here?
I want to see where you live.
Good. 'Cause I take a shower.
Yeah.
Really? That bad? Ooh, yeah.
Claire!
Leon! It's so good to see you.
I told you we'd make it, didn't I?
You did.
Who's this?
This is Sherry.
Okay. Jesus!
What was that?
I don't know.
You stay here with Sherry. I'm gonna go check it out.
Oh, you thought we were done? Remember at the end of Leon's story, something trying to break through the train door? This is an RE0 Tyrant moment, where I said that it went down, not that it died. Welcome to stage 5.
You gotta stop moving like this.
This thing is so far from a man and is just a thing. It's mutated so far and is acting on pure primal instinct. If it gets too close to the player, it's instant death. There is no second chance with this thing, so you better hope you saved enough ammo. Eventually, after enough damage, a cutscene is triggered and we finally kill this thing.
We're gonna lose that car!
So, are you guys like boyfriend and girlfriend?
No. We're just... Oh, we actually just met last night.
Yeah. That would have been one hell of a first date, though.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Look! He might be able to give us a ride.
What if it's not just the city?
Get Sherry out of here.
Come on.
Hey, that was Live Another Day by the great.
He was friendly.
So, is it over?
I don't know. But if it's not, we'll stop it. Whatever it takes.
Yeah, you're damn right we will.
As long as we stick together, we'll be fine. Come on.
Hey, you guys can adopt me.
Adopt you?
We can get a puppy.
Puppy?
And a parrot.
Parrot?
I always wanted pets, but my mom said they're too messy.
So that is the end of Resident Evil 2. But there is one more canon story we haven't gotten into. The Grim Reaper.
This is Nighthawk. Come in, Alpha. Alpha, do you read?
Nighthawk, this is HUNK from Alpha Team.
This is HUNK, of course a code name. HUNK stands for Human Unit Never Killed. It reflects his legendary mercenary status to somehow survive what is seen as unsurvivable missions. He became notorious for being the sole survivor in missions, earning him the nickname the Grim Reaper. So HUNK was the commander of Alpha Team, which broke into Nest as part of Operation Nest Wrecker to steal the G-Virus from Birkin. Of course, they cornered Birkin, and HUNK ordered Birkin to come along with them quietly with the samples, and well, you know how that turned out. So with Birkin killed, HUNK takes the samples and Alpha heads towards their extraction point before the now G-mutated Birkin hunts them down in the sewers. So HUNK spends days down in the sewers. From the point that they entered for Nest Wrecker and the point that he gets out, a week passes. And that's how we now get to play the 4th survivor mode.
I'm at point K-12. Need info on my extraction.
Guess there's no keeping down the Grim Reaper, huh?
My extraction point.
Relax, Mr. Reaper. I'm headed toward the front gate of RPD. Pick you up there.
So HUNK has finally made contact for extraction by helicopter pilot Nighthawk, where they arrange pickup outside RPD's gates. So by the time HUNK is trying to make it out, the sewers are overrun by zombies. They are genuinely around every single corner. After a rough fight out of the sewers, we finally make our way up into RPD, and of course, we run into Mr.X.
What the hell, HUNK? You're late for extraction.
Front door's blocked. Gotta find another way out.
Heads up. Guys at the top just ordered a full cleanup on Raccoon City. So move fast. Kiss your ass goodbye.
Got it.
This full cleanup is what I meant all the way back at the start of the video when I said the military had other plans when they were ordered to leave the city. The solution to dealing with the mass outbreak and a convenient way to cover up Umbrella's bioweapons was to bomb the city. We get more into that in RE3. So for the moment, HUNK has a very limited time to get out of here. I think it's worth noting too, in the Umbrella Chronicles we meet Goblin 6, another surviving member. She was critically injured and couldn't move her legs. She calls out for help on the radio, and HUNK, of course, not really in a position to help nor really wanted to, responds with, "This is war. Survival is your responsibility."
Alpha Team, Goblin 6, currently at point K-12 in the sewers. Can't move. Requesting assistance. I repeat, requesting assistance. Don't leave me here! Ah!
This is war. Survival is your responsibility.
In the original game, HUNK was really portrayed as this ruthless, void of emotion, cold mercenary, where in the remake he seems a little bit more human. He covers for his team when they kill Birkin, and you'll see in the 4th survivor, when he can't make the extraction point, he tells them to leave without him.
HUNK, time's up.
Go, Nighthawk. Get out.
I'm not gonna just
This
leave
is war.
you.
Survival.
Damn it.
So we continue killing more and more zombies, still heading for the front gate just to get out of RPD, when we see a helicopter.
Why'd you come back?
I wanted to meet the Grim Reaper.
I don't blame him. I'd go back to beat the Grim Reaper too. So that is truly the end of Resident Evil 2. So going back to Leon and Claire, in the community we like to headcanon that Leon and Claire are basically the adoptive parents of Sherry. Them doing everything they can to protect her comes up a lot in the future, especially for Leon. Protecting Sherry is why he's in the position he is in with Resi 4, and Sherry's actually a main character in Resident Evil 6, so we get to see a lot more of Claire, Leon, and Sherry in the future games. I would like to say Resi 2 is my favorite in the series. I think the mutations of the G is super interesting. Of course, I love Leon and Claire, particularly Claire, and I am a big HUNK fan, but we have still to get to my favorite Resi girl, Jill. So Jill's game RE3 is up next, and RE3 starts 24 hours before RE2 when the city is in full panic, and of course the iconic relentless pursuit of Nemesis. So now I'm going into a subathon over on Twitch on the 17th of September for my birthday, and the past 3 subathons have gone over 40 days. It was 41, then 42, then 43. So it might be a bit of time before I can get the Resi 3 video out, but it'll be top priority after the subathon, I promise. Now these videos take forever to write the scripts and edit, so please, I beg, if you could subscribe, leave a like and a comment. I love talking about Resident Evil, so I pretty much reply to most comments. And depending on your country, because I am a much smaller YouTube channel, YouTube now allows you to hype a video, which essentially helps push my video into the algorithm, which I am struggling with, so I would super appreciate it if you could. It only works on mobile, so if you're on Android, swipe right on the comments, and if you're Apple, swipe right on those little interaction buttons above the comments. You can hype 3 times a week, and you can only do it on week-old videos, so make sure you do it 3 times, and if you can't, it's either because it's not available in this country, or this video is over a week old by the time you see it. Either way, I appreciate you for watching this far into the video, hearing me yap this much. Thank you for sitting with me this long. Remember, I love you. Mwah. There's a big kiss, and I'll see you in either the birthday subathon or in the next part, Resident Evil 3. Bye!